Hey, it's your girl, Mema Duma, everyone's favorite MC. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone has had an amazing weekend. Speaking of the weekend, see what I did there? Anyways, so I was in an Uber and the radio hosts were talking about the singer, The Weekend, and he has a new album single coming out and a new movie of the same title. I think it's called like Hurry Up Tomorrow, something like that. And they were just talking about how he wrote the screenplay and he's starring as the lead character in that movie. And he also has some really like popular or known Hollywood actors that are co-starring in the movie. The radio host was basically saying that the movie was not that great and that the acting was not that great, like the script was not that good. And, she was like, she feels like he's just acting as himself. And she was saying how it's not just her that feels that way. Even the professional critics were like, this movie is blah, 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 and all that jazz. And basically she was just like, you don't have to do everything. Like, you don't have to, act and do movies. Just stick to what you know. You know what I mean? Just stick to what you're good at. And for some reason, it really got me thinking because to be honest, once upon a time, I probably thought that same way where I was just like, once you're good at something, just kind of stick to it. You don't have to do everything. You must not be everywhere. You don't have to be a jack of all trades. But then it also got me thinking about, but how do you know you're good at something unless you try it? And it just got me thinking about how a lot of us are probably in that same boat where we've either been maybe critical of someone else trying to do something, or more importantly, we are critical of ourselves. And so we don't do stuff or we don't try something and we just assume that we're not good at it. And so it just got me thinking about we need to actually be willing to take more risks and more chances and be willing to say, I'm going to try this. And if it doesn't work, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. And I think the biggest thing that I'm learning in this new season that I'm in is that if you do something and you try it and it doesn't work, it's fine, but it's always going to be on your resume portfolio as something that you tried and there's always going to be lessons from it. And so, yeah, it just got me thinking and I thought I would just talk about it and be like, you know what? The summer's coming. There's going to be like a bunch of stuff happening this summer. The year is still young for us to figure out what is it that I've always wanted to do, but I've either been too scared and I don't know if I'm good at it. Maybe this is a season for us to try it. This is a season now for us to say, I'm going to try this and figure out if I'm good at it or not. And if I'm not, that's okay. And if I am, great. I'm just going to keep doing it so I get better. So I'm curious, is there stuff that you guys have been thinking, I want to try, but I don't know if I'm good at? Let me know in the comments. All right, that's your girl. Bye.